Over 25 years ago, during Disney Channel's first golden era, a new teen power couple exploded onto the scene. 13-year-old pop star Aaron Carter and 13-year-old Disney breakout Hilary Duff, otherwise known as Lizzie McGuire, quickly captured the hearts of millions when they announced they were dating in the year 2000. But what if I told you that their relationship wasn't as organic as it looked? And that Disney Channel executives may have played a role in nudging Aaron towards Hilary. But Aaron would throw Hilary Duff to the wolves when he cheated on her with not only Lindsay Lohan, but her best friend. Well, buckle up and maybe grab your Santa hats, because today I'm breaking down the story of Disney Channel's it couple, Aaron Carter and Hilary Duff. From how they got together to their messy breakup and even the infamous love triangle with fellow teen icon Lindsay Lohan.
When I heard that Lindsay was going to be on Saturday Night Live, I knew she was going to make fun of me.
You might also know me from the pages of Us Weekly as the girl who's always fighting with Hilary Duff.
At the time, Lindsay Lohan having a feud with Hilary Duff.
I'm not here to talk bad about her like she talks bad about me all the time.
Hilary, I don't want to start anything again.
You bring Hilary Duff as your date to the premiere. Pandemonium breaks out.
That's right, in this video I'm going into depth about Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff's iconic feud, how they would both fight over the same two guys, and how it all ended in a clout-hungry bloodbath on the red carpet. I'm also going to be getting into the intricacies of Aaron Carter and Hilary Duff's relationship. And if you're thinking right now, Jake, I've already heard all of this in your deep dive video about Hilary Duff, the release of the new book Disney High, and lalaine spilling even more tea, it's time for the full story. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, during the lalaine video, I listened to a lot of the book Disney High, and there was an entire chapter about how Lizzie McGuire met Aaron Carter. But first, I want to take a closer look at Hilary Duff's beginnings and just how pivotal of a role her mother played in her career. Now, I kind of brushed on this in the deep dive, saying that the Lizzie McGuire sequel was canceled because of her mother's negotiations with Disney Channel. But lalaine and Ashley Spencer's novel Disney High goes even further into this.
That's the difference between Hilary and all my other clients. None of my clients had the wealth that Hilary's family had, said Troy Rowland, who became Hilary's acting coach during Lizzie and later worked on her management team. The Duffs didn't have to do it. So, if Hilary ever got out of line, they had a very strong hand and could say, "Hey, do you think we want to be here, away from our nice house in Texas?" Hilary echoed that sentiment to Cosmopolitan UK in 2020. "My mom didn't let me get away with shit. She was like, you're not supporting this family. We're not using your money, so you're not calling the shots." Aided by her stuttering squeaks and tendency to nervously bite her lip, Hilary had a casual warmth that carried over into her acting, and a friendly cool factor that made her someone kids could hope to emulate. With Hilary as Lizzie, suddenly, the show and Disney Channel's entire MO moving forward clicked into place.
So Hilary Duff's mother almost seems like an early prototype of what stage moms would become. Because I always think it's interesting to see who these Disney Channel stars' parents are, whether they're in the public eye or not, because I think that says a lot. And this next story that I'm getting into, I have a hard time wrapping my mind around what parent would go along with this plan. But hey, Hilary Duff was Lizzie McGuire, so it's sort of the Melissa Gisoni effect. So it all started the night of Aaron Carter's 13th birthday party, when Disney Channel execs knew Lizzie McGuire needed to be huge. It had already beat out another pilot to become the next Disney Channel series to be released and promoted across the network. And Hilary Duff was slated to be a huge star. She had secured the invite to Aaron's birthday party, and she was showing up with one mission in mind. Not only to get Aaron Carter obsessed with Hilary Duff, but make him so entranced by the young star that he would instantly want to guest star on her TV show. Now, lalaine gets into the politics of this entire situation, and she really paints the story.
Night fell on Aaron Carter's 13th birthday party at the Bergamot Station Arts Center in Santa Monica. The buzzy gallery space was more fit for wine snobs and art lovers than a newly minted teen pop star. But on that brisk December evening, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen and members of the boy band No Authority mingled among suited agents and assistants, ready to toast the pint-sized singer whose second album, aptly titled Aaron's Party, Come Get It, had recently gone platinum.
Aaron was a massive star at this point, and if they could get him on the show, it would make Lizzie McGuire that much more legitimate.
In a corner, a much less conspicuous 13-year-old's wide eyes darted anxiously.
We're getting fancy with the writing, but I didn't realize the first time I listened to this that those wide eyes are Hilary Duff. They're talking about Hilary Duff here.
She'd been sent to the December 2000 Fete with some of the Lizzie McGuire writers on a mission. get Aaron Carter's attention.
I can't believe how planned out this was.
Their series would debut the following month, and they needed a musical guest star to stunt cast for a future episode. We were told, go find Aaron. We want him to be in an episode. Series writer Nina Bargio recalled, this was how the 27-year-old writer found herself trailing a nervous tween girl at a tween event where they hoped to get Aaron's team interested enough that they'd acquiesce.
This is like a debutante ball. Like, I'm picturing masquerade masks and crazy outfits, and it's actually not that far off. I mean, Aaron Carter was a huge star at the time.
It was going terribly. As the evening wore on, the young blonde girl grew increasingly smitten with the birthday boy, while the turtleneck and leather pants-clad singer continued to politely ignore her. Despite his aloofness, the Lizzie team's persistence and a few key discussions between a Disney casting executive and Aaron's choreographer paid off. And by the end of the night, Aaron had agreed to appear and perform on the show.
Like, wow, the secrets on the Lizzie McGuire set have no bounds. I had no idea it was such an operation to even just get him on the show. I thought back then you just like paid the star and they showed up. The fact that the Disney Channel had to basically court a 13-year-old Aaron Carter with Lizzie McGuire to get him on the show is wild. And it's just wild to me how well it worked. I mean, my goodness, they knew what they were doing.
But when he arrived on the Lizzie McGuire set to film the Aaron Carter's Coming to Town episode, weeks later, he got a shock. As Aaron sat in the makeup chair, the nervous blonde girl from the party walked down the hall and into her dressing room. It was Hilary Duff. He hadn't realized it was her show.
Ooh, that is embarrassing. I guess since it's season 1, it wouldn't have aired yet, so he wouldn't actually know her namesake or see her face on the cover of it, but wow. Anyway, the hookup worked. Hilary and Aaron were Disney Channel's first couple to ever debut on the channel. And while, yeah, they didn't necessarily debut on the channel, a lot of viewers took it this way.
You know, there's a lot of gossip about who the stars go to the premiere with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who'd you go with?
I went with a bunch of my friends, actually.
Yeah, and who else?
There's a picture of it.
Yeah. You didn't think I was going to do this without a picture, did you?
Yeah. I
see.
went with Aaron Carter.
I see.
Yeah.
And? And you can either answer my question or do a pratfall.
We're really good friends, actually.
How good?
He's great, and we went to the premiere together. And
How good?
We're really good friends.
Are you an item?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
No, I'm asking you. He's not here.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, I would. That's why I'm asking. I wouldn't ask otherwise. And about 25 people over there.
You know, it's really hard because we're always out of town. We're always working, but he's really nice, so. He's gonna dig and dig.
Well, you're blushing a little bit, so
Yeah,
that
I
answers
am.
the question. That answers. All right. Well, big star, and good luck with the movie.
Thank you. Uh-oh, I'm scared.
What's up?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, we can't help but asking because I see you guys hugging and being really close. What's up?
You know what? I think that's a question for
No,
her.
I already told him it was a question for you.
What?
Yeah,
No, you know what? I've been waiting for an answer from her for a week, and she hasn't told me anything.
I've been stubborn.
You keeping him hanging?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told her I was hanging on a rope from a cliff. I'm like,
Stop it.
But you're a singer, you're used to crowds going crazy and stuff.
I'm not.
yeah, she told me, she's like, I'm shaking. It's like, it's okay. You know, I've done it for a while, so I'm used to all the screaming, but, you know, I'm happy to see her shine. So,
How long have you guys known each other and where'd you meet?
2 years, and we met at my birthday party.
Cool, you proud of her?
Actually, wait. 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
3 years.
It'll be almost 3 years.
You proud of her?
I'm very proud of her. She's gone a long way.
No,
She's gonna go farther.
It was 10 years before Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, but it caused the same frenzy. Now, I don't know if you could tell by the intro of this video, but this was initially meant to be a video about Hilary Duff and Aaron Carter's relationship solely. However, the more I looked into it, the more I realized we can't talk about Hilary and Aaron without mentioning Lindsay Lohan. Aaron Carter would later admit that his relationship with Hilary Duff didn't actually last all that long. See, I included almost every video of them together in that last section, not a lot of content. Aaron Carter later admitted, quote, I started dating Hilary on my 13th birthday. I was dating her for like a year and a half, and then I just got a little bored, so I went and started getting to know Lindsay Lohan. And then I didn't want to do that anymore, so I got back with Hilary. And then I ended up cheating on Hilary with her best friend. She really got her heart broken from me, and I'm sorry for that. Now, who is Aaron Carter referring to as Hilary's best friend? Well, her best friend on and off the show for the first 3/4 of the series was Lalaine. Is Aaron Carter apologizing for cheating on Hilary Duff with Lalaine? Is that the big unspoken subtext as to why Hilary and Lalaine truly fell out? We may never know, but it would make sense why Lalaine wasn't in this movie. I mean, I remember in the Lalaine video, there was an excerpt from Ashley Spencer's book where Lalaine mentions a blowout argument between her and Hilary that completely ruins their friendship.
As Lizzie McGuire became the network's biggest hit, Hilary and Lalaine became good friends while playing BFFs on the show. They were always rehearsing and shooting their scenes together at work. And off set, they lived near each other and shared milestones, like shaving their legs together for the first time. But as the show was shooting the final few episodes of its run, the unthinkable happened. They had a falling out beyond repair. The two girls were literally best friends for 3/4 of the series, maybe more, showrunner Stan Rogo said. Then they had a blow-up that never got healed. The tension between Hilary and Lalaine was partly typical teen girl drama, but it also involved their careers and their managers. There were a lot of emotional politics that were just unfortunate. Rogo said, "It was a mess." And while most friends who have a falling out can distance themselves from each other, Hilary and Lalaine's on-screen friendship was a cornerstone of every Lizzie episode, and they need to continue to spend full days together shooting the series. It fractured all the way up to the parents, Rogo said. There were two camps. We don't want to work with her, and we don't want to work with her. It was like, oh my God, this is a nightmare. We couldn't solve it. Production screeched to a halt. The issue eventually escalated to the senior network executives, and they made the call. They'd released Lalaine from her contract 6 episodes early. We were just told, Lalaine is left to do something else, Nina Bargiel said. And it was like, what? It was always phrased in a way where it sounded like it was her choice. Losing Lalaine meant losing a cornerstone of what made the series so special. Lalaine is very talented, Rogo said. She made the show funny because she could make a joke work.
Lalaine also was the first person who got to sing on Lizzie McGuire. Lalaine landing Aaron Carter, Hilary Duff's ex-boyfriend, would have been a complete faux pas for the time. But I thought I would include that quote because I found it interesting that Aaron differentiated Lindsay Lohan and Hilary's best friend, clearing the air that he cheated on a young Hilary Duff twice. The overlap and heartache left both Lindsay and Hilary feeling hurt and angry. They were only about 15 years old, but their personal drama was making headlines. Instead of bonding over a mutual ex-boyfriend, Hilary and Lindsay became bitter rivals in late 2003, setting the stage for a feud that would explode in the public eye. It's so funny because comedy writer Tina Fey actually recalled that during the filming of Mean Girls with Lindsay Lohan, she was constantly venting about her beef with Hilary Duff. But it was so convoluted that Tina and Amy Poehler, quote, couldn't crack it. The irony is not lost on me that Lindsay is literally complaining about her real-life Regina George while on the set with Rachel McAdams herself. It makes me wonder if Mean Girls was based on Hilary and Lindsay's real-life feud at all. I mean, Tina Fey did write it and she was listening to the venting constantly. It had to have influenced the movie somewhat. I mean, 2 high school girls, one blonde, one Lindsay Lohan, fighting over a boy named Aaron. It's literally the plot of the movie. Anyway, by early 2004, the Hilary versus Lindsay feud was in full swing, and the press was gleefully chronicling every jab they made at each other. With Aaron Carter out of the picture, the narrative completely shifted. Now it seems like the two actresses were over roles, popularity, and yes, even actor Chad Michael Murray. The timing, as always with Disney, was very convenient. Hilary Duff was working intimately with Chad, who had recently started working with Lindsay on Freaky Friday. Tabloids suggested Lindsay might be jealous of Hilary's new movie and Leading Man. Or on the flip side, Hilary was weary of Lindsay's history with Chad. It's hard to know the complete truth. The only thing we for sure know is that Chad Michael Murray was over 20 years old, and both these girls were 15 to 17 at the time. Nonetheless, the public treated their relationships as if they were completely normal.
And my first on-screen kiss.
I've been thinking about that kiss.
Kiss? I wasn't too nervous. After the 15th take.
I mean, I'd never met Hilary, and so we, like, prior to, I decided to take her out to coffee a few times and just get to know her prior to shooting the movie, but one of the first things we shot was, like, this big intense kissing scene, the scene, the climactic point of the movie, and, oh, I thought I was in trouble. The big climactic part of the movie, and so our director wanted us to be comfortable kissing. And I was like, oh, he's like, come in my trailer. I'm like, I'm in trouble. He brings us in the trailer, and he goes, okay, guys, so I want you to be really comfortable kissing, so go. I went, Now? He's like, yeah, I want you to make out right now. Well, can you give us like 10 minutes? Because that's just weird. And so he leaves, and we're like, okay, hey, how are you? Chad. Hilary, pleasure to meet you. Love your work. You're doing great. Congratulations, sweetheart. Anyway, finally he comes back 10 minutes, and we have to kiss, and he's just like, that was great. It was great. So we had to make out in front of our director in his trailer.
Now, there's a coincidence. Yesterday on the show, we had Mr. Chad Michael Murray on the program. And he was talking about how he had a kissing scene with you in Cinderella's story, and that you guys, he never got specific, but he said there was a little trouble with the kissing scene and you guys had to work on it. And I thought, well, I know nothing about the movie business. How does that even work?
Well, what happened was, like, we had been working together for 3 days. It was like the very beginning shoot of the movie. We had never met each other.
You meet each other and you just start to work with each other.
Right, and we have like this really big kissing scene, and it's in front of like a bleacher full of like 300 people, a crew, everything, and it's like really specific because it's like supposed to rain and everything, and there all these problems, and the director wasn't happy, and so he's like, well, let's go into the trailer and practice. The director says this, and I'm like, okay. We go into the trailer, and he's sitting there, and he's like, I'm liking that, It was just like a little creepy and a little weird.
Who is this guy? That's the thing I'm wondering. How old is this guy?
I'm not sure. He's a really nice guy, but it was
I'm sure he's a really nice guy. I want to see you two teenagers kiss. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, do that again. Yeah. What would you have done if at some point the real director came in and was like, who's this guy? Get out of here. I'll be back. And ran away.
Now, this was nothing compared to the red carpet warfare that was about to happen. Hilary and Lindsay knew what needed to be done. They were both fighting over the same man, and they needed the spotlight to be on them. Thus, they would both attend each other's premieres and feverishly attempt to steal the spotlight from each other. In 2003, Hilary Duff made an appearance at the Los Angeles premiere of Lindsay Lohan's movie Freaky Friday. And it wasn't exactly the friendliest gesture. Word got out that Hilary showed up uninvited as a date with Chad Michael Murray to his own movie. As one report put it, Hilary retaliated by showing up, possibly uninvited, to the premiere of Freaky Friday, seemingly just to annoy Lindsay. If Hilary Duff intended to send a message, it was received by Lindsay loud and clear. As just a few months later, in December, Lindsay returned the favor by crashing Hilary's premiere party for cheaper by the dozen. This tit-for-tat silent red carpet war, as it was dubbed, had the media buzzing. And I'm just gonna set the scene for y'all. Like, imagine being at these iconic movie premieres. Freaky Friday and Cheaper by the Dozen, two career-making movies, and the stars of each one showing up at the opposite movie just to spite each other, smiling for the cameras while throwing a complete side eye to each other in private. It was the ultimate Disney-approved clout battle of the early 2000s. Showing up to someone's premiere uninvited is not a typical Hollywood move, let alone doing it as a form of revenge. Yet for Hilary and Lindsay, all bets were off. Fans and photographers ate it up. Suddenly, the narrative wasn't just Hilary and Lindsay over Aaron Carter, even just Hilary and Lindsay over some boy. It was Hilary and Lindsay literally crashing each other's event. Now, these incidents turned their personal feud into headlining news. Remember, Chad Michael Murray was at the time Hilary's dashing co-star. He even brought Hilary as his date to the Freaky Friday premiere he attended, since he was in that film with Lindsay, which again only intensified speculation.
All right, now I want to talk to you about something, because, a lot of people think, that I'm not up on what's happening, but you caused a huge controversy, which is at the Freaky Friday movie that you're in, premiere, and you were in this movie with Lindsay Lohan. At the time, Lindsay Lohan having a feud with Hilary Duff, you bring Hilary Duff as your date to the premiere. Pandemonium breaks out. It was like a riot at the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Things went crazy.
I'm not up to date.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
You knew? Didn't you know? I'm 58 years old, and I knew that you can't bring Hilary Duff to a Lindsay Lohan premiere. You can't do it, ladies. You can't do it.
I have no excuse, man.
So you did it, and what happened? First of all, a lot of guys would probably dream about being between a cat fight with those two guys. Were people throwing, were they throwing things at each other? Was there anger?
We had to get comfortable for a kissing scene. So I took her out.
Who's we?
Hilary and I. We were doing Cinderella story.
Right.
And Freaky Friday was premiering. So I had to get comfortable, and, we didn't know anything about each other. We just started. And so I took her to the premiere, we're hanging out, having friends, doing the thing, and...
Right.
Next thing you know, I found out that they're, terrible enemies, and I get a lot of angry handshakes and smiles my way. And
what's an angry handshake? I'm curious. Is that when
Now, if these red carpets were subtle, things got a lot less subtle in 2004. Lindsay Lohan, riding high on the success of Mean Girls, was invited to host Saturday Night Live in May of that year. Rather than avoid the elephant in the room, Lindsay, with SNL's writers, decided to address the Hilary feud head-on. During her monologue, Lindsay did a sketch where SNL cast member Rachel Dratch impersonated Hilary Duff in an over-the-top fashion. Lindsay traded jabs with the fake Hilary on stage.
Of course, you might also know me from the pages of Us Weekly as the girl who's always fighting with Hilary Duff. Yep, that's me too. But Hilary and I are not mad at each other. We were in a fight because we both dated the same guy and the whole thing was very high school. But we're both over it now, and to prove it, I invited Hilary Duff to be here with me tonight. So come on out, Hilary. Okay. Anyway, I'm glad we're clearing things up.
I agree, Lindsay. Our whole feud is so yesterday. So yesterday, so yesterday. I'm just a bird that's already flown away.
Okay, great. Hilary, I just wanted to say right to your face that if I ever did anything to hurt your feelings, then I'm sorry and I apologize.
Oh, thanks, Lindsay. And if I ever sent out a mass email to everyone at the Disney Corporation saying that you're addicted to laxatives and that your hair is a weave, then I'm sorry too.
Wait a minute, you did what?
I'm so glad we made up!
It was meant to be comedic, but it also hit uncomfortably close to home. Essentially, Lindsay used her SNL platform to poke fun at Hilary in front of millions of viewers. The audience laughed, but the tension behind the sketch was very real. Hilary Duff was not amused. A few weeks later, while filming a music video for her movie, Hilary responded when asked about Lindsay's SNL spoof.
Now, with all this going on, it's made Duff a prime target for fellow Teen Titan Lindsay Lohan. Now the girls dish on the feud.
When I heard that Lindsay was going to be on Saturday Night Live, I knew she was going to make fun of me.
You might also know me from the pages of Us Weekly as the girl who's always fighting with Hilary Duff.
I wasn't honored. I don't think it's an honor to be made fun of on Saturday Night Live.
Our whole feud is so yesterday. So yesterday, so yesterday.
We didn't do anything derogatory towards her.
I'm not here to talk bad about her like she talks bad about me all the time. And I just knew that it was going to happen.
I'm sorry if she felt offended, but I thought things were cool. So, Hilary, I don't want to start anything again.
It was obvious to everyone that Hilary's blood was boiling. And Lindsay didn't stop at SNL. Around the same time, she made a public statement at MTV's Total Request Live. Put on the spot in an interview, Lindsay looked into the camera and out of nowhere said, "I love you, Hilary Duff."
Air some dirty laundry for us.
I love you, Hilary Duff.
Wow.
And it didn't help that by mid-2004, Hilary was now dating Good Charlotte singer Joel Madden, introducing yet another male figure into the drama. The narrative was truly snowballing. What started as a personal heartbreak over Aaron Carter had evolved into a full-blown feud in the public eye. By late 2004, the Hilary versus Lindsay feud had reached its peak, and even the stars themselves were addressing it in magazine interviews. The most infamous quote came from Hilary. In the October 2004 issue of Blender magazine, Hilary vented, "Sometimes I really hate Lindsay Lohan." That soundbite ricocheted through every entertainment news outlet. Suddenly, it was on the record. Hilary Duff harbored real animosity towards Lindsay Lohan. Around the same time, reports emerged that Hilary took a huge step to bar Lindsay from attending the premiere of A Cinderella Story in July 2004. Hilary's camp made it clear that Lindsay was not welcome at her movie's premiere. Meanwhile, the tabloids could not get enough. As fans picked sides in online forums, the feud's narrative took on a life of its own. The press often played up the love triangle angle, framing Chad Michael Murray as the latest cause of tension between Hilary and Lindsay, even though in reality, Chad had gotten caught up in some teen girl drama. One particularly dramatic behind-the-scenes story came at the end of 2004 at a Jingle Ball concert event. Hilary's boyfriend Joel Madden was there, as was Lindsay Lohan, accompanied by her then 8-year-old brother Cody Lohan. According to multiple reports, young Cody approached Joel Madden to politely ask for an autograph. Joel, realizing whose little brother this was, told Cody he'd give the autograph only if Lindsay apologized to Hilary. This incident, witnessed by some and later reported on MTV, supposedly left Cody in tears and caused a bit of a scene. It was wild to know that even Lindsay's little brother could get caught up in the feud. There were even murmurings that Lindsay was seen with Joel Madden out and about. But this was whenever he was already with Nicole Richie, and it was probably more to do with Lindsay and Paris's drama. And there's an entire video about Lindsay versus Paris on my other channel, Deep Dive, so be sure to check that out. Besides this run-in, there would be the Vanity Fair magazine shoot with Hilary Duff, Lindsay Lohan, Raven-Symoné, the Olsen twins, and Amanda Bynes. But there was no reported drama on that set at all. Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff would go on to write songs about each other.
And they've even turned their feud into music. It's a teeny bopper version of a rap battle. First up was Hilary's song Haters, released in September 2004.
In her song Haters, she really goes after Lindsay Lohan. She's like, you're the queen of superficiality. Keep your lies out of my reality.
You say your boyfriend's sweet and kind, and you still got your eyes on mine. Your best friend's not her eyes on yours. It all goes on behind closed doors.
And those right away were fighting words.
And then Lindsay Lohan counters with rumors. So sick of rumors starting.
And they seem to use their albums purely as a vehicle to attack each other in these diss songs. I hope one day that these two girls can get together and can be friends again for the sake of all of us.
Now, this is the part I really don't remember when making the deep dive about Hilary Duff. In 2007, Hilary Duff surprised fans by revealing that she and Lindsay Lohan had finally made amends. People magazine reported that the two actresses had cooled it with each other and even struck up a friendship again. Hilary herself explains, quote, "We are both adults, and whatever happened when we were young. It's over." In a show of goodwill, Lindsay Lohan even attended Hilary's iconic 2007 music release party for her album Dignity, giving the press a positive story of the two actually hanging out. Hilary later commented, "Lindsay was really fun. This is a far cry from their energy towards each other even just 2 years prior." But with that, the entire feud was smoothed over. However, as the years would go on, Lindsay Lohan would feud with everyone, and no feud would be greater than her feud with Paris Hilton. And if you want a full video about that, I already have one out over on Deep Dive, and it's one of my favorite videos I've ever done, so be sure to check that out. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and be sure to like this video and subscribe. I just wanted to get into all the new information that I found, including the Ashley Spencer book, so be sure to check out the full book below. It's also available on Audible, and I will link it all below. It's also on Audible. I will link all of that below. Anyway, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see y'all later.
We're getting this question everywhere. You can answer however you want. Everybody wants to know what the deal is with Aaron Carter, who is declaring his love for you on Twitter a
Really?
lot
I'm
lately.
gonna hurt you right now.
You are? Okay, you're not the answer to that question.
No, I mean, it's, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It was so many years ago.
Right.
I literally haven't seen him in, so it's uncomfortable.
Right. He's just feeling you on Twitter publicly.
It's nice to be felt.
Did you dance? Is that what happened?
Oh, yes.
I'm obviously not in the
Oh,
loop.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, I did.
Yeah.
When I was 13.
Right.
Oh,
that's sweet. He was sweet in that clip. You too were
Oh,
sweet.
I know. He
Yeah.
was very sweet
Yes.
when I was 13.
At one point, you were dating Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff.
I guess you could say that. I mean, I don't know if dating at 13 years old is a thing. I mean, what were we doing? Playing Snake on our iPhone? People try to make big spectacles out of a bunch of stuff, you know what I mean? And, you know, Aaron's in this love triangle and all that with misconstrued information. Yeah, okay, well, guess what? Sorry, baby, but like, I think when women meet me and they lose me, they become really scorned. And I've gone through a lot of counseling and therapy and couple relationship stuff, and obviously 4 times in rehab, that's what you do. You learn how to set boundaries and certain things. So like I'm very protective of myself. And as I got older, you know, looking back on like Lindsay Lohan or even my first girlfriend, Amanda Bynes. Yeah, it was my first girlfriend, Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, she's had a rough patch.
She has too, and I wish her all the best. But I will tell all y'all out there, all the Orlando Browns, the Amanda Bynes, everybody out there, you guys can turn your lives around, but you gotta realize there's more to life than just fame and fortune and money and cosmetics and people's perceptions. Remember this. What someone's opinion of you is none of your business.